All right, Aspen, we are doing adding and subtracting fractions with different denominators. So, in order to add or subtract fractions that have different denominators, you must first rename the fractions so they have common denominators. Recall that when we rename a fraction by multiplying it by a fraction named for 1. What does that mean? That means if we're going to make tops and bottoms the same, or if we make the denominators the same, we have to multiply by the same number. So there that says a recipe calls for 1/4 a cup of whole milk and 3/4 a cup of skim milk. What amount of milk does the recipe call for altogether? The denominators are different, but a common denominator is 8. So we rename 1/4 by multiplying 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, which gives us 2/8. Now you can add them. 2/8 plus 3/8 equals 5/8. So let's jump into our lesson to get these answered. And as we come up across them, we'll work on it. Zuna used 1-foot square floor tiles to cover the floor of a room 15 foot long by 12 feet wide. How many floor tiles did she use? Okay, so 15 times 12. What is 15 times 12? Let's find out. 15 times 12. 2 times 15 is 30, plus 150 is 180. 180 square feet, or in this case, floor tiles. Okay, what is the perimeter of this triangle? Let's add all the sides together. 1.2, 1.9, 2.2. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 9 is 13. Don't forget your decimal point right there. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5 centimeters is our perimeter. B, is this triangle equilateral? Are all the sides the same? Nope. Isosceles, are 2 sides the same? Nope. Or scalene, no sides. So no sides are the same. It's scalene. Elsa found that 3/8 of 32 pencils in the room had no erasers. How many pencils had no erasers? Okay. (32) broken into eighths. Is 4. Okay, so 3/8 had no erasers. 12 pencils. Okay. 72 pencils is how many dozen pencils? (72) divided by 12 is 6. 6 dozen. B, how many pencils is 50% of 1 dozen? What is half? 50 is half. 50% is half. What's half of a dozen? 6, but make sure you get the right label. 6 pencils. Number 5, using rounding or compatible numbers, which numbers would you choose to estimate the exact product of 75 and 75? You probably would want to round 1 up and 1 down and go 70 times 80 because they're both 5 and multiplying 75 times 75 would be difficult. So we're going to go 70 times 80 instead. 70 times 80 is 56, and add the 2 zeros, which would be 56. Because if you rounded both up, it'd be too high. If you rounded both down, it'd be too low. But if you round one up and one down, you get the exact answer. This cube is constructed of smaller cubes that are each 1 cubic centimeter in volume. So what is the volume of the larger cube? So we're going to go 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 times 3 equals, well, 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27 cubic centimeters. 7. Fausta bought 2 DVDs priced at $21.95 each and 2 CDs priced at $14.99 each. The tax was $4.62. What is the total cost of these items? Okay, so we have to add 2 DVDs, 2 CDs, and then when we're done with that, we have to add in the tax. So just line it all up. 295 or 21.95, 21.95, and go 14.99 and 14.99, and then you know what? We may as well just add that right in too. 462. Gotta get real small down here. 5 and 5 is 10. 9 and 9 is 18 plus 2 is 20. So this makes it 30. So 3 goes up there, 0 goes down there. 1, 2, 3, 4 nines is 36, plus 6 is 42, plus 3 is 45. Four, 5, 6, 10, 18. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, $78.50. Okay, 8. T-Ron drove 285 miles in 5 hours. What is his average speed in miles per hour? So to find miles per hour, we need to take 285 divided by 5. How many 5s can go into 28? 5. 25, subtract that, 35, bring that 5 down, 5 goes into 35 7 times, subtract that out to make sure it's 0, so 30 or 57 miles per hour. You see that on speed limit signs, MPH, miles per hour. Multiple choice. Which of these fractions is not equivalent to 1/2? 4 is half of 8. 11 is half of 22. 15 is half of 30, but 12 is not half of 25. So number 9 is D. Write the reduced form of each fraction. Okay, let's write it out. 8, 10 can both be divided by 2 equals 4/5. B. 6/15 can both be divided by 3. Remember, the top and the bottom, when we're reducing or expanding or renaming, has to be the same because it equals 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And C, 8, 16. They both can be divided by 8, which would equal 1/2. 11. Use words to write that number. So what first we're going to do is we're going to write it nice and small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 7, 2, 0. 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. Ready? 100, do the first part first. 123 million. 123 million, comma, 415,000, nice and small, 415,000, 15,720. Okay, number 12, 13, 14. Okay, let's do 15. 1/4 plus 1/8. You got to change 1/4 so that it has the same bottom as 8. So we have to multiply by 2. So this becomes 2/8. Then you can add 1/8, which is 3/8. Okay, let's do 16. We got to change 1/2 to 6. We have to multiply the top times 3 and the bottom times 3. 3/6 plus 1/6 equals 4. Yeah, 4/6. Okay. 17, you can do 18. 1/4 minus 1/8. So first you have to go 1/4 times 2 times 2 to get your bottom to be an 8. 8 2/8 minus 1/8 now equals 1/8. Okay, number 19. You do that one on your own. Okay, down to 29. What is the probability of drawing a heart from a full deck of cards? There are 13 hearts in a deck. So what do we have to do? We have to go 52 divided by 13. Okay, before when we learned this, how many ones go into 5 would be 5. So let's try that first to see if it fits. 5 times 3 is 15. That would be 65. So that's too big. So we know then that it's going to be 4. 13 times 4, 12. 4 plus 1 is 5. So 52. So what's the probability? 1 out of 4. 1/4. Draw a rectangle that is 5 centimeters long and 2 centimeters wide and divide the rectangle into square centimeters. Then shade 30% of the rectangle. Okay. Five centimeters long. 2 centimeters wide. Okay, so that's what it looks like to start. It's just a regular rectangle. But now you have to be precise and make sure that you're measuring the centimeters too. Use your ruler to make little marks where it's going to be. So the first one, do this way. Measure 1 centimeter down and draw the lines there. Okay? So it should look like this. You should have 5 on top and 5 on the bottom. So one of these is 10%, so we need to get to 30. So shade in 3 boxes to get to 30%. And that's how you do that one. Okay, I'm going to jump up and go to 19. So we can do that one because I still have enough time. 1/2 minus 1/6. We need to change this 1/2 to get it to be 6 on the bottom. So to get 2 to 6, we need to multiply by 3 on the top and the bottom, which means it's 3/6 minus 1/6, which is, whoopsies, 2/6. So make sure you check all those that I did with you on the facts.